At age 23, he was the youngest player in the history of the NFL ever to win the Most Valuable Player award. He can drive, pass tacklers, carries that ball out there exposed, but he carries it, and he can carry it to Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where today it's the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Hello, everybody. I'm Lindsey Nelson with Sonny Jurgensen. Today it is the Pack and the Bears. Everything has happened to the Green Bay Packers in the preseason. No victories, many injuries, and today it's been raining in Green Bay. How do you think all of this will affect the play of the Chicago Bears, Sonny?
I think they have to have a reaction to all the negatives coming out of Green Bay. I asked Coach Neil Armstrong how he felt it and if he were concerned about it.
Well, it certainly does concern you. You know, when you hear real great things about a team, that concerns you. When you hear a chaotic thing, that also concerns us. I think that our team is emotionally and physically, mentally ready right now, because we better be, because I know Bart Starr is a fine person. He's a fine football coach, and I know that when the Bears and the Packers play, that it's always a Donnybrook.
Boy, he better be ready. All he has to do is go back to last season, a 6-3 opener where the Bears squeaked by, and a 15-14 game late in the season that the Pack had a chance to win, Lindsey.
So what better way to start the 1980 season than with the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears at Lambeau Field, Green Bay. Neither of these teams had a particularly auspicious exhibition schedule, preseason schedule. The Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The Packers won none, they lost 4, they tied 1. In the Hall of Fame game, they tied San Diego 0-0, was shut out in the finale 38-0 by Denver. The Chicago Bears preseason, they won only 1. They beat the New York Jets, they lost 3, and they tied none. So now all the preseason is over. The Green Bay Packers have won the toss. They have elected to receive. The Chicago Bears will kick off. The ball is being teed up on the 35-yard line. And so it'll be Bob Thompson kicking it off. Andrew Thompson is dropped back deep, along with Mike McCoy, to receive the kickoff for the Green Bay Packers. We had some rain. It is not raining now. It is cloudy and overcast, temperature 70 degrees at game time. McCoy has it at the 2-yard line, returns to the 5 to the 10. McCoy to the 15 to the 20, and he is stopped at the 20-yard line where the Green Bay Packers will start. First and 10, they'll have the ball at their own 20-yard line. Al Harris downfield to make the tackle. Larry McCarron has been on the injury list, but Larry McCarron has played in 63 consecutive games for the Green Bay Packers. Here today's officials, the veteran Jim Tunney's crew here. McCarron is at center. 64 consecutive games for McCarron, who likely will play only a play or so and come out of the ball game. Lynn Dickey is the quarterback. Carried by Atkins. Penalty marker is thrown. Atkins out to the 29-yard line. So there's a flag to be checked out here now. Offsides against the Chicago Bears.
A little different look to begin with that time. The Bears went into an unbalanced defensive line where they normally are in the even.
Offside penalty has been declined. It is second down and a yard to go at the 29. Here's the backfield. Lynn Dickey, Steve Atkins, Eddie Lee Ivory are the backs. The receivers, Lofton, Thompson, and Kaufman. Kaufman's the tight end. Second down and a yard to go. Ivory and Atkins both coming off knee surgery last year. Ivory has picked up the first down of the season for the Green Bay Packers at the 33-yard line. Offensive line for the Green Bay Packers. Stokes, Goforth, McCarron, Harrison, Cook, I beg your pardon, Greg Cook.
Well, they're doing a good job right now, too. They got good movement at the line.
Bears defense, there's the front four. Alan Page is the wheel horse, number 82. They sometimes will go into a 3. They're the linebackers. And the secondary men.
Schmidt, Ellis, Finsick, and Plank. Or watch number 45 and 46.
McCarron still in the ball game at center. This is Eddie Lee Ivory, the Georgia Tucker. Slipped down, and now it's being pulled out. Gary Campbell, the linebacker, there to make the stop. It's no gain. Second and 10 after 33.
I noticed in the warm-ups that because of the little shower that they had here on the field, just a little bit of rain has caused some slipperiness. They were sliding a little bit, warming up, and it affected Ivory on that run. Obviously, he had a hole to go through.
Fred Nixon in the ball game now at a wide receiver, number 84 for the Green Bay Packers, coming up 2nd and 10 at the 33. Nixon's in a wide right. Andre Thompson's in a wide left. The running backs are split for Lynn Dickey. And it is buried by Cordell Middleton. Cordell Middleton, 195-pounder from Memphis State.
Boy, and what a good block that time from the left guard of the Pack. Darrell Goforth really threw a nice trap block. Trapped Jim Osborne that time. Take a look at this. Coming across, he actually trapped Dan Hampton. Good block that time. Opened up a big gap in the middle.
3rd down and 3 yards to go. James Lofton's in the wide left. He is always a big threat. One of the great receivers in the league. Dickey with the pitch. Eddie Lee Ivory looking to turn the corner, but picks up only about a foot. Gary Fencing, the Yaley, up from his strong safety to make the tackle.
Boy, tremendous lateral movement by that defensive club that time. The Bears really strung it out. Forced him. They're going to force him to punt now.
David Beverly is coming to do the punting. 7-year man from Auburn. Ricky Watts is dropped back in a single safety. They got 10 men on the line of the scrimmage. Have the Chicago Bears. Cloudy and overcast in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Beverly gets it off. Watts is waiting. At the 11-yard line. Watts to the 15 to the 20. Stop at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Chicago Bears. Ed O'Neill downfield to make the tackle. So now the Chicago Bears get the ball. Mike Phipps is their quarterback, 11-year veteran from Purdue. Walter Payton, of course, carries the ball a great deal. Number 34, Dave Williams, the other back. There they are. Beverly's punt was 47 yards.
Here the receivers, Scott, Fashnagle, and Cobb.
And the offensive line for the Chicago Bears. Fashnagle in a wide left. Mike Phipps brings them up. Alumnus of Purdue. They move Payton in the right set. Williams in the left set. Walter Payton, who else? Out to the 27-yard line. Mike Douglas made the tackle again of 5 yards on the play.
It's a first look at that 34 defense. You see Neil Armstrong on the sidelines. Just that first look at that 34 because Pack for years and years have played the balanced line, the 4 down defensive linemen. Now they've gone to the 3-man front.
2nd down to go for the Chicago Bears. No score. We're in the first quarter here at Lambeau Field. Ricky Watts is in a wide left. Williams with the ball. Pulled down for a loss. Johnny Gray, the veteran safety. In his 75th consecutive start, Johnny Gray made the tackle. There they are, the down 3. And the 4 linebackers.
Boy, they lost a good linebacker. You're just looking at the secondary. Hood, McCoy, Luke, and Gray. And Rich Wingo, outstanding defensive player. What is it? The Pack has something like 14 people already on the injured reserve list.
3rd down and 9 yards to go on the 28. They're in the nickel now on 3rd down. Phipps is back. And it's Scott, complete. James Scott. It's at the 40-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. Mike McCoy made the tackle.
Boy, this is excellent coverage also on this, but this is just out-executing the defense. Phipps going back. Pass was well covered, but he just made an excellent throw there. You see 2 men right around the ball. McCoy making the stop, but enough for the 1st down for the Bears.
1st and 10 Bears at their 40-yard line. Payton in the left set, Williams in the right. Walter Payton. Up to the 45-yard line. Ezra Johnson made the stop. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Mike Hunt made the first contact.
Again, the 1st down play, the opening play was a sweep by Payton. This time it goes the other way. He follows his blockers well. What a durable back and a great running back. 109 average. Isn't that something against the Packers in 10 starts? You see how he gets in and hugs Noah Jackson.
2nd and 5. They've got Scott in the wide left. Running out of an I formation here. Walter Payton. Just a couple. Mike Douglas on the stop. It's at the 47-yard line.
A lot of people feel that's the best thing to do is run straight at that 34, and that's the first time that the Bears have done that.
Ricky Watts is coming in. Boschnagel is going out. Ray Nitschke along the sideline. It's Packer Alumni Day. Nitschke, of course, is a Hall of Famer, a great linebacker in his day.
What a player.
3rd and 3.
Looks like they're coming. Everybody's coming.
Turn out to Scott. He has picked up the first down as he turns out just inside the 45-yard line.
Good recognition that time of the blitz coming by Mike Phipps and James Scott, and they threw a little quick out. Had single coverage. Good recognition.
This telecast is presented by authority of the National Football League and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the Green Bay Packers and the National Football League is prohibited. 1st and 10. The Bears at the Packers' 44-yard line. No score. We're in the first quarter. I formation. Walter Payton's the tailback. Quick pitch to Payton. Pass across the 40. Mike Douglas on the stop. 39-yard line for a gain of 5. It's 2nd and 5.
Steelers got an early lead over Houston. Bradshaw with a little touchdown pass. This has been a good drive for the Bears. I thought the first drive by the Packers was a good drive. No mistakes. They just ran it right at the defense to get a feel for the game.
Williams. Struggle up to the 36. Steve Luke made the tackle. It'll be 3rd down and a long 2 here.
You know, Williams has a tough time running the ball. Last year, I think he had about a 2-point average, a little over a 2-point average. And you would think that he would be able to run effectively with everyone keying Walter Payton.
Run a tight wing here, 3rd and short. Payton trying to get to the sticks. It looks as though he's just a shade short. Bruce Beakley made the stop. They're all decked out today, the Packer fans in Titletown. They take a long look at the sideline. Looks as though he might be just a shade short. They're going to bring out the chain. Well, we'll see how the eyesight is this early in the year. So
I think they came up a little short. It's interesting to see what Neil Armstrong elects to do here. Whether he wants to put the pack back in the hole.
It's that much short. 4th down coming up.
They might gamble and go for it. Looks like that offensive team is staying in. They're still on the field right now. I like it. They're going to go for it. Green Bay making some changes going into their short yardage defense.
Boschnagel leaving the field. Ricky Watts coming back in. Ricky Ricardo Watts. Name for you-know-who. Fourth and less than a yard. Penalty marker thrown. Phipps throws deep to Watts. Incomplete at the 5-yard line. But there is a marker at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, but he had a touchdown, too.
Didn't he, though?
He had a touchdown, but a penalty on the Packers. What a costly mistake. They got a break by Watts dropping the football. A penalty is going to give the Bears a first down.
Offside defense, number 53. First down.
Mike Douglas.
Take a look at it. They don't quite pick it up there. They had a blitz on McCoy, chasing him on a rollout pass. And watch the throw. Took his eye off of it. Oh, was that too easy?
First and 10 for the Bears at the Packers' 30-yard line. Nagel back inside. Walter Payton. Down to the 23-yard line. Picked up 7 on the play.
Well, when you run a wall to Payton on first down and he picks up that, look what great position it puts you in for that second down call all the time. Atlanta with a first quarter score, 6-0 leading Minnesota. Well, you have an easier call after you've given it to Walter Payton on first down. Second and short just about every time.
Well, they're spotted at the 24. Second down play coming now. Watson motion back to the inside. Payton cut down for a loss. Mike Douglas of the Green Bay Packers got him at the 25.
They have a Bear player down, Lindsay, in the secondary.
Ricky Watts, I think. So play is held up here for the moment while attention is given to Ricky Watts. There is no score. We're in the first quarter with 5 minutes, 12 seconds remaining to be played at Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
The Toyota.
Chicago Bears have the ball. They have a third down, 5 yards to go at the 25-yard line of the Green Bay Packers. We have 5 minutes, 8 seconds remaining to be played in the first quarter. There is no score. It's cloudy and overcast in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Mike Phipps waiting for the snap. Phipps setting up. Plenty of time. And it is incomplete. James Scott covered by Wally Turner trying to keep his feet in bounds, but could not.
If Phipps had thrown this ball in the end zone, you see an isolation here on Scott getting open as he goes by Wally Turner. And he kind of pulls up here because Phipps is looking around at the time, but you can see if he had just thrown the ball toward the end zone, he would have had a touchdown. He let him out of bounds. Fourth down, Bears.
So Bob Thomas is going to attempt a field goal. It'll be a 42-yarder. Nagel holding, puts it down. Thomas puts the 42-yarder is good. And the Chicago Bears have scored with 4 minutes, 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, the score is the Bears 3 and the Packers nothing. Greetings for CBS Sports. Thank you. We are glad to be here. Kicking off now, Bob Thomas for the Chicago Bears. Andre Thompson is deep with Mike McCoy for the Green Bay Packers. Double to McCoy's side of the field, hits at the 6-yard line. He's got it at the 1 and gets back to the 5 for the 10, 15, and gets up there to the 18. With that little back step, he might have stepped out of bounds.
Well, I thought he was going to let it go out of bounds. A little altercation here on the field. Tempers rising. Oh, boy, they're going at it. Oh, there it is. Brad Shearer. Push.
Packers have the ball now. First and 10. They have it at their own 18-yard line to see what they can do about moving upfield with the Bears leading 3-0. But Sharon is in there at center. Thought it Bennett he might play one play and come out, but no. He's still in there. He's been out, but he's back in. Eddie Lee Ivory moving over. Ivory gets the pitch. And he is stopped at the 20-yard line after a gain of 2.
Take a look as James Lofton running a pattern against Allen Ellis. Oh, it's that. Well, you got to keep your eyes open going down the field against that Bear secondary.
The rule says you're allowed one of those, and if you do it right, one's enough.
That was enough. Could have been a long time getting back in the pattern.
2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line. Lynn Dickey. Deflected, incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Paul Kaufman.
Pretty good rush that time put on by Dan Hampton. Cardinals leading the Giants in the first quarter. Those Cardinals, they're going to be a different football team under Jim Hannafin.
Chicago Bears lead here 3-0. It took them 13 plays to drive 53 yards, and then it was a 42-yard field goal by Thomas that put them on the scoreboard, and whatever is that, go Pack.
Wonder where he gets his hair done.
And the shotgun now. Green Bay in the shotgun. Dickey waiting for the snap. Kaufman in motion outside left. Dickey's got the ball. Deflected, incomplete. It'll be 4th and 8. Dickey's pass deflected.
Again, good pressure put on by that defensive line. Hampton and Osborne. You see Osborne coming around the outside. Had a little trick going, and then somebody got up in the face.
Dan Hampton, I think.
Boy, that really helps when you get that rush against that shotgun.
David Beverly is back to do the punting. Ricky Watts is center deep. And it is fielded at the 48-yard line. Taken by Doug Plank. Doug Plank took it, and that is where the Chicago Bears will start at the 47-yard line. So we have 3 minutes, 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The Bears are leading by a score of 3-0, and they have the ball. The Chicago Bears have the football. As you watch Alan Page buckle on the helmet there, with the defensive squad, of course, on the sideline for the moment. 1st and 10 at the 47. Bears ball in their own territory. Payton has carried 7 times for 22 yards. Scott has caught 2 for 27 yards. Mike Phipps is the quarterback. Boschnagel in motion back to the inside. Now all the way across. Out to Boschnagel with screen right. Across the 50-45 down the sideline. The Ohio Stater, Brian Boschnagel. On the screen, carried inside the 35. Mike Hunt finally brought him down.
Good smart call that time, Lindsey. Each time on first down, they've run Walter Payton. They faked to Walter Payton running wide, go back to the quick screen, and Boschnagel can run with the football. Good for 20 yards.
It is 1st and 10 now inside the 33-yard line. Mike Hunt getting his first start. He didn't start any of the preseason, suffering from headaches. Walter Payton. Out to the 30-yard line. Mike Douglas made the tackle.
Hunt and Douglas.
Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Sonny, Walter Payton carries that football like every coach at every college and every high school tells his players not to play.
Jimmy Brown did the same thing. Earl Campbell does it. I think a lot of the great runners carry the ball that way, and you try not to teach somebody to do it, but you notice when they get in a crowd is when they put the ball away and protect the football.
Instinctively.
2nd
down, 7 yards to go. James Scott, wide right. Boschnagel's in the wide left. To Scott, and Hood knocks it down. Estes Hood, 38.
Hood makes a good play on the ball, but the blitz by the Packers forced Phipps to throw the ball off balance. He couldn't get himself set, therefore he couldn't get anything behind the ball. That's the reason the ball was underthrown. Minnesota's coming back, We're going to see a lot of close football games this year.
I'm sure.
A lot of balance.
Third down, and now the Packers have brought in deep backs, expecting to pass here. Mark Lee is in there among others. Phipps over the middle, penalty marker. Penalty marker. Scott's got the ball at the 16-yard line, but there is a marker. We've got a holding against the Chicago Bears. Called by umpire Pat Harder. Jim Tunney marks it off. It'll be spotted by Harder.
Holding, 65, 10 yards. Still third down.
Noah Jackson.
Or was it somebody asked Noah? They asked me what the score of the game was going to be, and he said, I knew that I'd be Noah the Greek.
That's what he said.
Noah the Greek. Jimmy better watch out. They got another prognosticator coming along, huh?
Third down, 17 yards to go at the 40. Phipps. Incomplete. And almost intercepted. Robert Fisher, the man for whom it was intended. Robert Fisher, the rookie from SMU.
Well, they did a good job of jamming him to the line of scrimmage. There's another flag down. Penalty on the Packers, offsides probably. That was the preliminary indication anyway from Mr. Tunney.
Offside, 77, 5 yards. Still third down.
Mike Butler. 3rd and 12 at the 35.
That's another third down penalty. In the first drive where the Bears scored, they had a fourth down penalty against the Packers. It keeps the Bears alive.
Incomplete. 4th and 12 at the 35. Sonny, this is the 122nd meeting of these teams in a series that began in 1921, and there's a fellow watching in Chicago who was there at the start as a player coach for the Chicago Bears. One of the great men in the history of this game is George Halas, and I know you join me in sending along best wishes for good health to George Halas.
He's up to receive a tremendous award here, isn't he?
We're going to talk about that, the Walter Camp Award. Bob Parsons back to do the punting. Johnny Gray is in single safety for Green Bay. Into the end zone. Touchback. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. So now the Green Bay Packers get the ball. They get it with 1 minute 31 seconds remaining to be played in the first quarter, and the Bears are leading by a score of 3-0. Bart Starr, head coach and legendary quarterback of the Packers, and there's no question the heat is on. Pittsburgh 14, Houston nothing in the first quarter.
Boy, and Franco Harris scores. He's the only guy that has rushed for more yards, active player, than Walter Payton.
1st and 10 at the 20. McCarron still in there at center. And Dickey's pass is complete to Lofton. He slips down with no contact, but it's going to be marked right there near the 25. Allen Ellis was the defender on the corner.
Pretty good first down play here to throw the short out. See the isolation, just coming off running a hitch pattern, 3 steps, the ball's delivered. Use it just like a run. You see the slipperiness of the field from that little shower we had.
The shower came while the teams were warming up shortly before noon. We had a noon kickoff here in Green Bay. 2nd and 5 at the 25. Atkins out to the 28-yard line. Dan Hampton made the tackle. Steve Atkins from Maryland carried.
Taking a look at this at last play from ground level. The Packer line accused of not coming off, doing a good job of blocking. This time they do come off. Good little piece of running there. Picks up a nice gain, 3rd and short yardage.
Count them. Count them. How many do they have out there? 12, 13?
Brad Shearer wants to see how many players.
Dickey. Lofton. Got the first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Terry Schmidt on the corner. Bart Starr was asked about the week that the Packers have had, and he said it's been a disruptive week. And it was all of that.
That's an understatement.
This is next year as head coach of the Packers. First aid along the sidelines for Jerry Merkenstern. Lynn Dickey. Complete to Lofton. Alan Ellis on that corner. Ball is at the 44. And the Packer fans are happy. They haven't had too much to be happy about recently. And we have a timeout here around the end of the quarter. Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. This is Lindsey Nelson with Sonny Jurgensen. Neil Armstrong, the head coach of the Chicago Bears, along the sideline. The Bears lead 3-0. The Packers have the ball 1st and 10 at the Bears 44. In the first quarter, the Bears had the ball 9 minutes 19 seconds. The Packers 5 minutes 41 seconds. Lynn Dickey, Eddie Lee Ivory. Ivory finds some running room. Ivory down to the 31-yard line. Jerry Finsick finally brought him down. It's the first down for the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, what a good piece of running he makes here. This is the talent that they've been talking about. The cut back. You can't just put an arm on him. He breaks the tackle and picks up a Packer first down.
13-yard gain for Eddie Lee Ivory, a fellow who at Georgia Tech once rushed for 356 yards against the Air Force, setting a single-game NCAA record. 1st and 10. This is Atkins. Pulled out by Tom Hicks, 5-year veteran from Illinois.
You know, in the first quarter, James Lofton caught 3 passes, Lindsey. And you can see that the Packers are trying to get the ball. He was wide open on every pattern that he caught. And one of the criticisms of them in the past has been their inability to get him the ball because he's their most talented player. Looks like today they're making that effort.
2nd and 13 at the 34. In 5 preseason games, the Packers scored only 17 points. Atkins in motion outside right. Eddie Lee Ivory on the draw. Eddie Lee Ivory to the 29-yard line. Doug Clark brought him down on the draw.
Good call that time. They were expecting the pass. They went to the draw, and he found a lot of running room. Everybody expecting the pass. So the lineman took that outside rush, but the quarterback didn't have the ball. Eddie Lee Ivory did. Picks it up first down.
Otis Wilson has come in defensively now for the Bears. Fred Nixon and Andre Thompson are shuttling plays in from the sideline for the Green Bay Packers. 3rd and 3. Dickey trying to get it just over to Paul Kaufman, his tight end. Incomplete.
Boy, he did a good job. He did the best thing he could, and that's stow the ball away because Gary Campbell had it covered.
Chris DeMarco is coming out as Dickey comes off. The field goal man is on the field. He's a 9-year veteran from Hillsdale. David Beverly usually holds for him. It's going to be a 46-yard attempt. David Beverly holding for Chris DeMarco. And has said that over the offseason he seriously considered retirement. 1 for 1 in the preseason. 46-yard attempt. is good. 46-yarder by Chester Marco ties the score. And it is now the Green Bay Packers 3 and the Chicago Bears 3. And the fans are happy in Titletown, USA. Chester Marco will tee it up to kick off now for the Green Bay Packers with the score tied 3-3.
They say Marco's using a higher tee this year, and which is helping kick the ball a little longer on kickoffs. He didn't have much trouble with that 46-yarder.
They moved 56-yard on 9 plays and had the 46-yard field goal.
Of course, he doesn't get to use that 3-inch tee there. Here we can see the tee there. Having a little trouble. He's retying his shoe here. Just looking at the stats here, Lindsey, Eddie Lee Ivory has outgained Mr. Payton. He has 30 yards and 6 carries, and Payton has 24 yards and 2 more carries. 8.
That is Chester Marco's first field goal since November 4th, 1979 against the New York Jets.
Well, the big challenge was supposed to come from Houston to Pittsburgh. You see what kind of talent and what kind of football team they are. 17-0 is still in the first quarter.
Dave Williams at center deep for the Chicago Bears. Chester Marco to Williams at the 1-yard line. He's out to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Williams to the 25, to the 30. And he has returned it to about the 33-yard line. Mike McCoy brought him down. So now it is the Chicago Bears.
Boy, good piece of running by Dave Williams here. He said, I get my fun on kickoffs, returning kickoffs. You get to run a lot with Walter Payton carrying the ball. You find some daylight, scooch through it. Good field position.
First and 10 outside. 32 inside the 33-yard line. Barschnagel in motion. To Barschnagel. Across the 50 to the 48-yard line. Johnny Gray, the defender for Green Bay.
Boy, they caught the Packers in a delayed blitz that time. Caught him in a little blitz. He had time to deliver the ball. There's Mr. Page. Well, if you don't think that man can rush a passer, unbelievable. We had a guard playing against him, Lindsey. He came off the field one time, and Page was coming by him left and right, and the coach started giving him instructions. He said, you got to move your feet. You got to stay in front of him. Work, work, work. The kid said, hey, I don't need instructions. I need some help.
Skibinski is carrying. John Skibinski, whose father Joe once played for the Green Bay Packers, took the ball inside the 45. Terry Jones on him up the tackle. Terry Jones, who was cut and re-signed all during the past week.
Caused little problems on the team. They didn't feel that he should have been cut, but he came back very quickly.
Hampton there. They're in a slot left. Only Walter Payton is a setback. Phipps completes it at the 36-yard line. Mike McCoy, the defender, as it was gathered in by James Scott.
Well, it wasn't real good timing of this pattern. Mike Phipps reloaded to get this ball to him. You won't see him here, but he was a little late getting the ball. Almost gave McCoy time to react. You see him waiting on the ball. He had a lot of time to react, but he gets both feet in, gets pushed out of bounds.
So it's first and 10 at the 36-yard line. Casey Merrill, Kit Lathrop in there now. Mike Butler, Ezra Johnson are out defensively. The Green Bay Packers trying to keep some fresh talent on the firing line. 11 minutes remaining to be played in the first half. Score tied 3-3. Watson motion across. Phipps. Well, he dropped one, but not Hunt. The ball got away. And it's been recovered for the Green Bay Packers. Mike Douglas on the ball. Hunt made the big hit. Douglas got the football. Douglas 53.
take a look at Phipps duck. Watch him duck the first man, and Hunt hits him just as he's ducked Douglas. And Douglas goes back and recovers the football.
So the Packers get it. They get it 1st and 10 at their own 41. Score still tied, 3-3.
Boy, if you think it's fun to be an NFL quarterback, ask Mike Phipps right now. Just as he ducked Douglas, didn't have a chance to pick up the other green shirt. Mike Hunt nailed him, and he coughs up the football. The Packers take over.
That was Douglas along the sideline, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Then Dickey, the quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. Dickey's got the ball. He's hit just as he started to unload it. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line. Mike Hartenstein was right there.
Boy, he had Steve Atkins open coming out of the backfield. He couldn't pick him up. Held the ball a little long. The rush got to him. And I like the fact that we're going to have a little penalty on this play that the Packers, they use the, we'll try to pick up what the call is here for Mr. Tunney.
Holding, 54, 10 yards, still 1st down.
Larry McCarron.
You got to let him McCarron. He's just coming off of a hernia surgery. He should be allowed to hold a little bit, shouldn't he?
You think so? A little handicap.
Ball on the 31, 1st and 20.
1st down, 20 yards to go for the Green Bay Packers. Score tied 3-3. Lofton's in a wide left. Dickey to Lofton, intercepted. Gary Campbell with the ball, number 59, Gary Campbell. 1st and 10 now for the Chicago Bears.
He forced it. He did not have Lofton open. He had had some success. Lofton's already caught 3 balls. He tried to force one that wasn't there. Take a look at it. He has Atkins open, but he's forced to throw the ball because of the rush. Campbell gets the interception.
At the Bears' 49-yard line. Gary Campbell is there just beyond Heron, 51. He's the man who just intercepted. And it is 1st and 10 for the Bears at their own 49-yard line. Mike Phipps, their quarterback. Walter Payton. He goes out of bounds at the 48-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. Run out by Estes Hood. It'll be 2nd and 7. What does a modern superstar do? Well, if he's Walter Payton, according to the press guide, he owns a condominium in San Diego, 934 acres of timberland in northern Mississippi. He owns a Learjet and an antique Rolls Royce, $7 million 200-room motel and convention center in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, 26-acre shopping center. Whatever became of the old halfback caging a beer at the end of the bar?
They're the retired ones.
2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line. Carrying the football. No gain. That's an occasion for the Packers defense. Appreciated for the Packer faithful. Mike Hunt led the defensive charge.
Boy, Mr. Payton's carried the ball 10 times now for only 26 yards. That 34 defense that the Packers are running are causing some problems in their blocking. It's obvious what the Packer game plan is. A lot of blitzing. They're putting a lot of men on the line of scrimmage in passing situations. They can't afford to give Mike Phipps time to throw the football.
3rd down and 7 yards to go. Williams and Payton to setbacks. Phipps with the ball. And it is complete. Walter Payton, 35, 30. 29-yard line, and the ball from Payton is advanced on downfield. Taken by Scott. It got from Payton to Scott, and he advanced it on downfield.
Unbelievable play. The ball was stripped from Payton. Payton comes out. Again, pretty good pressure here by Butler. Payton's going across the middle. Shows you what a great instincts he has about running with the football. Running back outside, picks up a block from Sorry. That's where the ball was stripped. James Scott went right into his hands. He was surprised to come up with the thing.
He was in a very fortunate position.
There it comes out.
Comes.
Oops. Thank you very much.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line. Skavinsky. Outside the 15. Bruce Beakley made the tackle. Picked up about 3 to make it 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
Well, I'm sure they'd not like to have to settle for Bob Thomas try for a field goal on this drive. They'd like to get in that end zone, see what Mr. Watts has brought Phipps into the huddle.
They've been shuttling Ricky Watts and Brian Boschnagel in as messengers from time to time, as they did just then. Scott goes to the left side, Watts to the right side. Phipps. Penalty marker. Mike Cobb made the reception at about the 12, but there is a marker. An umpire's call, and that is against the Chicago Bears. Jim Tunney is marking it off, and then he'll give us a report.
Early use of the hands. Number 70, 10 yards. Still 2nd down.
Then it's Slick.
Boy, the Giants got hot in a hurry, didn't they? 14 points in the second quarter there. 14-7 now.
Second and 17 at the 26-yard line. Green Bay into the nickel. Payton and Williams, setbacks. Payton struggles to the 22. John Anderson brought him down.
I find it interesting that teams that play the 4-down lineman defensively, when it comes to a passing situation, they go to 3-down linemen and cover with 8 people. The people that play the 34 defense, they go to 4-down linemen to rush. They just switch around. Now the Packers have 4-down linemen to rush the passes.
3rd and 13 at the 22. Phipps. Intercepted. Picked off by Wiley Turner. Wiley Turner, number 20 in the corner. It'll be put in play at the 20-yard line as Wiley Turner intercepted.
Phipps forces his pass. He had double coverage on both outside receivers. He tried to sneak it in, but Turner got back. You see McCoy was there also. A turnover for the Bears.
1st and 10 at the 20 for Green Bay. On the interception in the end zone, the Green Bay Packers get the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The score is still tied 3-3. 7 minutes, 22 seconds left to play in the first half. Lynn Dickey, quarterback in Green Bay. Eddie Lee Ivory, Garrett. Stopped by Gary Campbell. Here's the Green Bay injured reserve list. Look at this now. These are people on the injured reserve.
Well, we're going to have to put this on a roll, aren't we?
We really are, and you're going to find some very familiar names in there, people who have been injured.
Konkar, Torkelson, Ringo. Ringo is a great football player. Mark Miller, they just picked up. Bad shoulder, they had to put him down.
Quarterback David Whitehurst. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line. Eddie Lee Ivory. Got a yard. Tom Hicks there for Chicago. It'll be 3rd and 9 at the 21. Eddie Lee Ivory, number 1 draft choice last year for the Green Bay Packers, and was injured on the 4th play in which he participated. Last year, went out with knee surgery and missed the entire season.
Or does it tell you that the preseason games don't mean a thing? The Pack struggles. They don't win one. The Bears only win one out of their four. And here these teams come in here really battling.
Second down play coming. Andre Thompson just came back into the wide receiver, bringing in the play. Then Dickey. Well, it was to Lofton, but he couldn't stay in bounds. So it'll be 3rd and 9 at the 21.
The Bears came with their own little version of the safety blitz that time, forcing Dickey to throw the ball away.
Lofton. 4th down now, and David Beverly is in to do the punting on 4th down.
New Orleans got a second quarter lead over the San Francisco.
Ricky Watts is dropped back center deep. David Beverly on 4th down, boots it out of there. Hits it to 41. Bounds along near the 40 and goes out of bounds. There'll be no run back. First and 10 to the 40-yard line. But there's a penalty marker back downfield. 2 of them, as a matter of fact. There are 2 flags on the field.
Might be one of those people illegal.
Somebody left too soon.
Is that what that means?
That's what that means. Only the outside men can leave before it's booted, and somebody violated that.
Well,
5-yard penalty, and Mr. Tunney will tell us about it.
Ineligible man downfield, number 52, re-kick, 5-yard penalty.
All right. George Cumby was downfield. A rookie. So he'll have to do it all over again. Beverly back near his own goal line now. Still Watts center deep. Watts at the 48, 50, 45. Stopped just short of the 45. John Thompson along with George Cumby.
Well, they pick up a little bit on that play, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Well, they have high hopes of that number 52, George Cumby. They think he's going to be a great linebacker.
1st and 10, and the ball is in Chicago possession at the Green Bay 46-yard line.
3-3 ties. Last year, what did they open up? 6-3, wasn't it?
They did. Beverly's punt was 35 yards. He's averaged 38.3 for 3 kicks. Score tied here. 3-3. Walter Payton. You saw Steve Luke reach for him as he turned that corner.
Difficult to run wide against that 34 defense because you have 4 linebackers up, able to move laterally, and you see Luke coming up, playing it off. Good lateral movement that time, stringing the play out, not allowing him that big breakaway.
He got 2 yards. 2nd and 8 at the 44 now for the Bears in Green Bay territory. They're doubling Scott and Boschnagel to the left side. Payton the lone setback. Phipps gets it out to Skavinsky. Steve Luke made the stop.
So that's like 7 out of 11 for Mike Phipps now. 90 yards. Dickey 3 out of 7, only 33 yards. And both have suffered an interception.
Williams comes in. Skavinsky goes out. It's 3rd and 5. The Bears at the Green Bay 41. Phipps over the middle. Tied in. Taken there by Mike Cobb. Mike Cobb took it to the 34-yard line. That's a 1st down.
Boy, notice the last 2 passes, Lindsey. Very wise of the Bears coaching staff to go to shorter patterns to fight against that blitz, because you can't afford to have long rhythm passes to throw. You don't have time to throw that long rhythm pass, and both passes, the one to Skavinsky and that one to Cobb coming across the middle, thrown very quickly.
Robin Earl is in there at tight end now, and Cobb has come off. Walter Payton, Sweetness with the football. Had it to about the 27 before Steve Luke brought him down. In high school, Walter Payton did not play football until the 11th grade.
Again, running wide against that 34 defense. He picks up some yards in, picks up about 7, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
He has 39 yards now and 13 carries.
It'll be 2nd and 3. The clock is running with 3 minutes, 33 seconds left to play in the first half. Remember the 2-minute warning. Payton is off the field at the moment. Williams. Pulled down by Johnny Gray.
Good piece of running that time by Dave Williams.
He got the first down.
Bouncing to the outside to pick up the necessary yardage for the first down. Watch this. Looks like the play's going to go inside. He, off of Skavinsky's block, he goes outside. Just gets pulled down by Johnny Gray. But enough for the first down.
Lunge forward to get the first down outside the 23. Payton is back at 1st and 10 Chicago. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to play in the first half. And the score is tied 3-3.
And the Bears are down in scoring position again.
Robin Earl moved to a tight end right. This is Payton. Drives to the 17. Charlie Johnson. Nose tackle made the stop.
Well, a good thing about that particular play was their offensive line. Lick, Sorey, Jackson, all of them reminded me of the old Cleveland Brown lines. They didn't leave their feet to throw their blocks. They stayed on the feet, ran through the blocks, and that allowed him to pick up a good game.
2-minute warning has sounded here. So with 2 minutes remaining to be played in the first half at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Score is tied. The Chicago Bears 3, the Green Bay Packers 3. 2 minutes remaining to be played in the first half. The score tied 3-3. We have word from the Chicago locker room that Ricky Watts has an ankle sprain and it will be x-rayed at halftime. It is 2nd down and 4 yards to go. The ball is at the 17-yard line of the Green Bay Packers in Chicago Bear possession. Their time to score before the halftime intermission to take the lead. This game has been played under cloudy skies, cloudy and overcast, and we had a shower that fell while the teams were warming up in the pregame. We've had no rain during the playing of the game itself. Game time temperature was 70 degrees. Payton's longest run today has been 7 yards. He's the tailback in the eye here. He's got the ball. Closed off at the 15-yard line. He got 2. Mike Hunt led the defensive charge. Charlie Johnson was there as well. It'll be 3rd and about 2.
You got to get a lot of green shirts around Mr. Payton to get him down.
Well, that's what John Anderson told you was the necessary thing, didn't he?
He said numbers. Numbers. Get a lot of numbers of the opposite color around him. That's the only way you're going to stop him.
Defensive changes quickly for the Green Bay Packers. 1 minute, 20 seconds left to play in the half. 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Well, they stacked them up. They stacked them up big. Skavinsky still on the ground. Now he's getting up. Skavinsky, the fullback, carried. Now, did he get the 2? They're unsacking him. I don't think he did. No, he did not. It'll be 4th down. And about 1.5 yards.
Well, the Bears have only converted 3 out of 8 third down attempts. They're going to go for another 4th down.
Robert Fisher's bringing the play in, and the clock says 58 seconds left in the half. 4th down, 1.5 yards to go for the Bears. They try to keep it alive here. Skavinsky and Payton are the setbacks. Payton. He does not make it, and the ball goes over. The ball goes over to the Green Bay Packers back at the 24-yard line. Steve Luke made the tackle. So all the cheering is for the Green Bay defense here at Lambeau Field.
Well, what a great play by that defensive club of the Packers. You've got to believe they felt Mr. Payton would be getting the ball in a fourth down situation. They had everybody around him, and he lost a lot of yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
10-yard loss.
It was. Eddie Lee Avery, the high stepper, finally goes out at the 42. Tom Hicks pushed him out at the 42-yard line. First and 10 for the Green Bay Packers. Clock stopped with 28 seconds left in the half.
Well, you better believe that the Green Bay Packer fans are happy to see this young man healthy. He was a little banged up during preseason. This is what they've been expecting of him, and he shows you his running style right here. They've got a lot to cheer about. 18 yards and a first down.
Ball is at the Packer 42. Clock will start on the snap with 28 seconds left to play in the half. Kaufman moves over to a wing right. And it's a screen left. Andre Thompson to the 50, to the 45, to the 40. Andre Thompson to the 37-yard line. Timeout called. Timeout called immediately with 18 seconds on the clock. Tom Hicks made the stop. First and 10 Packers at the Chicago 37. Score tied 3-3.
Boy, look out. Here they come. You notice how this crowd has gotten into the football game, and in 2 plays, they've brought it back after stopping. They made the play defensively, and then 2 great plays. They just bring the offense up. 2 big plays by the offense. They got an opportunity to get on the board with 18 seconds left.
Zeke Fratkowski looking up at the clock there to see how much time remains. Timeouts remaining. Green Bay has 2 more. This is their first one of 3 allotted. It's been a frustrating time for the fans here at Green Bay. For many years, they've been the most loyal, among the most loyal in football. They fill up this stadium every time it's open, but the frustration got to them last weekend as Denver won 38-0. They took to booing the Green Bay Packers and cheering the Denver Broncos. Totally out of character.
Well, they haven't had a lot to cheer about, but they certainly do here in the first half because they've seen some exciting play from Eddie Lee Ivory, James Lofton, and the defensive club have made some big plays for him.
Cordell Middleton, number 34, in there now for the Green Bay Packers. First and 10 at the Bears 37, time remaining in set. Score tied 3-3. Middleton in the left set, Eddie Lee Ivory in the right set for Lynn Dickey. Cordell Middleton drives inside the 30-yard line. Picked up 7 on the play. Timeout again for the Green Bay Packers. Their second of 3 allotted. 10 seconds on the clock. Got the ball inside the 30.
I think they're going to get in range here. They'd like to run one more play. They're going to be careful with it.
Ready for play. Third and 2. Lofton right. Andre Thompson to the left side. Ivory left. Middleton right. Running backs. Lynn Dickey. Goes short, incomplete. Well, he was throwing to Middleton. And Lenny Waldershide was sort of in a wrestling match with him. Waldershide was covering. And was he ever?
He was trying to go deep, going for all the marbles. He couldn't go deep. Very wisely elected to throw to the short back. Coming out of the backfield. See if there's any interference right here. He got hit just as he delivered that ball.
Waldershide bear hugged him, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I think it was good coverage. Good call by the official. They did not call pass interference. That's what the fans wanted.
46-yard attempt. Beverly holding for Chester Marco. Puts it down. It's good. It just got over. It's good. It just got over. Time has run out. That's the end of the half. The Green Bay Packers leave the field leading by 3 points. Green Bay 6, Chicago 3, and time has run out in the first half of the ball game. The scoreboard is still flashing. Field goal, field goal, field goal. And around the league, it's Bill Troop is loosening up his arm along the sideline as Chester Markle has teed the ball up on the 35 to kick it off for the Green Bay Packers. The Chicago Bears have Williams deep to receive the kickoff as we start play in the second half. I'm Lindsey Nelson with Sonny Jurgensen at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And the Green Bay Packers are leading by a score of 6-3. Chester Markle puts it up. Williams moves up, fields it at the 13, to the 15, to the 20. Williams to the 25, to the 30, and drives to the 32-yard line. So now it's going to be first down and 10 yards to go as the ball moves out to the 37-yard line.
Well, I think we're going to see a lot of the second half just like the first, Lindsey, because Green Bay really has to be pleased with the way they played, the emotion they played with in the first half. And I would think, on the other hand, that Neil Armstrong's a little disappointed.
Mike Phipps, quarterbacking the Chicago Bears again. The ball is spotted directly at the 36-yard line, so make it first and 10 at the 36. You look across at Neil Armstrong, the head coach of the Chicago Bears. On a slot right, and a wing left. Walter Payton with the football. Rolled it out of bounds at the 37. Steve Luke up to make the tackle.
Again, trying to run wide against the 34 defense. Just too many men that are standing up and can move laterally. No place to go. They strung it out. Hold him to a short gain.
2 yards gain on the play. 2nd and 8 at the 38. Still cloudy and overcast. Weissnagel to the right side, Scott to the left side. Williams in the right set. Walter Payton in the left set. And it is Williams. Got the first down. Johnny Gray brought him down. It's going to be first and 10 Chicago.
The old Statue of Liberty play. How many years ago? Back through the pass, and the guy reverses, comes behind you, picks up the first down. Good piece of running, good call.
John Skavinsky comes in, and Williams goes out.
They go back and bring back those old plays every once in a while, don't they?
And they usually work. Somebody's going to have to open with a single wing one day and come back on the field before they find out what to do about it. First and 10. Phipps doesn't like what he sees. He calls time. Chicago quarterback Mike Phipps took a look and called time. He spent a timeout. There. Chicago wide receiver Ricky Ricardo Watts is along the sideline, available, sprained an ankle in the first half. The x-rays at halftime were negative. He is available for duty in the second half. First and 10 Chicago. They have the ball at their own 47-yard line. Out of the I formation, Mike Phipps. James Scott. Johnny Gray covering.
Boy, Gray was right there on the ball, but Scott, excellent throw. And he just made a tremendous catch right then because he was under a little pressure.
Lots of pressure. It's first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
If Mr. Phipps had been a little short with that, Gray would have been going the other way with it.
Williams comes in. Skavinsky goes out. Scott to the right side. Weissnagel left.
Look at the people along that defensive front of Green Bay. Now they jump out of it.
Scott. Incomplete. Estes Hood covering.
He went to the audible that time to throw the short out, expecting the blitz, and just as soon as he went into his audible cadence, Green Bay came out and went back into their zone coverage, and that's why the play wasn't successful.
Chris Haynes comes into the ball game now. Chris Haynes, the former Notre Damer, is in at wide receiver. Walter Payton. Haynes is in a wide left. Green Bay gets a lot of people up on the line of scrimmage, and Walter Payton manages to lunge forward for a yard or so, but Mike Huck brings him down. It is at the 34-yard line, gain of a yard.
This time they came with a blitz. John Anderson coming in right here, making the play. They faked it last time. They came right back with the blitz again. Gambling defense by the Packers have been successful for them all day.
3rd down and 9 yards to go. Bears ball at the Packs 34. Packers are in the nickel. Phipps. Fleischnagel. And he's got the first down.
Just barely, too. Boy, he tippy-toed over there and just stayed in bounds enough for the first down. 4 out of 11 now, Lindsay, on 3rd down conversions for the Bears.
1st and 10 inside the 25-yard line.
Again, Phipps had time to throw the football. He didn't come with the blitz. The Bear line gave him good protection. He was set, made a good throw.
Chris Haynes has gone off. They've brought tight end Mike Cobb back into the game. Ball to Payton. John Anderson was there, among others. Estes Hood, 38, was there. It is spotted at the 24-yard line, gain of a yard.
I'll tell you one thing about Neil Armstrong and watching this game, how many sweeps that Walter Payton has run. They're going to run it till they get it right because they haven't given up on the play.
Mike Douglas comes off, and rookie George Cumby comes in at linebacker. Douglas getting some attention along the sideline now from the trainer. Scott is over there with Neil Armstrong. Good. Screen to Walter Payton. Drives to the 17. Steve Luke made the stop.
Take a look at this. Right from behind the quarterback. Both backs go out. Williams went to the right, Payton to the left. Little screen to both sides. Noah Jackson out throwing a block in front of him. Payton gets right behind him. He's kind of hard to see when you get behind Jackson. Steve Luke comes up, makes a play, forces him out of bounds. Very close, about 3rd and 2.
Ed O'Neill comes into the ball game. Bruce Bickley comes out. Robin Earl goes into the ball game. Mike Cobb comes out. 3rd and short at the 17-yard line of Green Bay. Phipps to Scott, incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
Another audible, Lindsay. Packers jumping around defensively, forced him to go to. He thought he was going to get single coverage, got double coverage, threw the ball away. And have to go for an attempted field goal.
Bob Thomas is in to attempt it. About a 34. They'll set it up. 11 minutes, 25 seconds in the 3rd quarter. It'll be a 34-yard attempt with Boschnagel holding for Bob Thomas, the former Notre Damer. 34-yard field goal, if good, will tie the score, and it does. So, on a 34-yard field goal by Thomas, the score is tied. The Bears 6, the Packers 6. We've had 4 field goals, and we have 11 minutes, 23 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. Look again now at Boschnagel holding now as Bob Thomas boots the field goal that ties the score. Boschnagel looks, and oh boy, the score is tied. It's 6-6, and Thomas will kick off now. McCoy and Thompson to deep. McCoy at the 1-yard line. Mike McCoy to the 5, 10 to the 15, 20, to the 25, and to the 26-yard line. Otis Wilson brought him down.
Being an old holder for field goals and extra points, I saw something Boschnagel did that time. Shows you that he's a good holder. When the ball was placed down after hitting the spot, he turned the strings to the front, allowing the the right revolutions on the ball to go through. Good smart play by Bashnagle getting the strings up front.
Larry McCarron is still in there at center for the Green Bay Packers. And his 64th consecutive game. He had been listed as doubtful. Well, Lynn Dickey was waiting for Andre Thompson, and Andre Thompson was waiting for Lynn Dickey.
That's the same pass that Phipps tried to throw on third down, and he had the same results. He had to throw the ball away.
Pittsburgh and Houston, 17-zip for the Steelers. Third quarter.
What's wrong with the snake, huh? 17-zip. That was supposed to be their biggest challenge.
We're in a 6-6 tie here. They double Lofton. And Fred Nixon to the right side. Atkins in motion left. Eddie Lee Avery. Penalty marker is thrown. Avery gets to the 30-yard line. Noah Jackson.
Noah the Greek, huh? You guess he picked 6-6 for the score?
More than likely.
They also call him Buddha, don't they?
Call him Sir.
Anything he asks me to.
Jim Tunney, the referee, marks a dive.
I tell you a story on Tunney. One time, Lindsay, he was making a call like that for television, and he got over, and I was trying to question the call that he was making. He said, "Sonny, get out of my way. I'm on national television."
2nd and 20 at the 16-yard line. Well, he just didn't turn his mic on national television. Shotgun. Lynn Dickey waiting for a direct snap. Dickey. Well, he's just outside the 2-yard line. Mike Hartenstein is there with him.
Tremendous job by the defensive front four. No blitz coming. They just beat the Packer line that time. Almost made a very unwise throw that time, but he took it down, ate the ball, and Packers are going to have to kick it out of deep in the end zone.
Alan Page was there, 35 years of age. The only defensive lineman ever to win the Most Valuable Player award in the National Football League.
You want to see my scars from him? Green Bay's been penalized 6 times now for 35 yards.
3rd down and 32. Timeout, Green Bay.
I thought they had a 4th down. I saw Dickey lined up against the back of the end zone line. It's only 3rd down.
3rd and 32, and Dickey wants a little word with Batkowski and others. We have 10 minutes, 29 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter, and we are still in a 6-6 tie. Dickey is waiting for the snap. Eddie Lee Avery gets about 2 after the 6. That'll bring up a 4th down. And Beverly comes on to do the punting. The attendance here today, 54,381 at Lambeau Field. No shows, 1,810.
And how many times have you said a shirt sleeve crowd from Green Bay, Wisconsin?
Not too often. There is Ray Nitschke. It's Packer Alumni Day, opening day here. A number of the former Packers here. Nitschke, of course, a Hall of Famer. Middle linebacker on Lombardi's great teams here. Beverly puts it out. Williams retreats. Takes it at the 43, 45, 50. And back to the 45. There is a marker. A penalty marker thrown.
Well, he threw the penalty right under Doug Plank. Plank looked down like, why are you throwing that penalty for?
Illegal use of hand.
Well, you're talking about Ray Nitschke. We played them one time, and I was in Philadelphia. I was in Washington. We came up, it was a 3rd and very short, and I asked for a measurement. We had a pretty good drive going, Lindsay. And just as they started, let's listen to it. Nope, his mic's still off. But just as they're measuring for the first down, he says, why do you want a measurement? And I said, I'll get back to the store. We're going to break for a commercial.
We're in a 6-6 tie with 9:41 left in the third quarter. Against the background of pretty people, you were saying, Sonny?
Yes, I was telling you about Nitschke. Anyway, he said very quickly to the referee, he says, give him the first down. We're not ready to quit. Well, I knew we were in for a long afternoon.
First and 10 Bears at their own 42-yard line. Penalty markers. Fifth for the long pass down to Scott and intercepted by McCoy. Mike McCoy picked it off. It's marked down at the 19-yard line, but keep in mind there are markers back upfield. Illegal motion decline. The Packers want the ball, and they get it first and 10 on McCoy's interception. It's at the 19-yard line. Again, the penalty was illegal motion against the Bears.
You take a look at it. We had a lineman move. Again, a forced throw. He did not have him beat. Good coverage that time by McCoy. A long throw, and you see McCoy had better position trying to get the football than did Scott. And you see the step right there on the left of the screen. Ted Albrecht, like he moved first. Just like a long punt.
The Green Bay Packers get the ball in their own territory. We were talking earlier about the fact that George Papa Bear Hallis, president of the Chicago Bears and a founding father of the NFL, has been selected as the recipient of the Walter Camp Football Foundation's 1980 Distinguished American Award. It's presented to an individual who has utilized his or her talents to attain great success in his or her business or profession, in public life or public service, and Papa Bear has certainly done that.
Boy, he has. They couldn't have made a better choice. The Giants in St. Louis, boy, they got a tight one going. 17-14 now. The Giants leading after trailing.
Ben Dickey still quarterbacking the Green Bay Packers. Eddie Lee Ivory in motion outside left. Dickey. Bluffton on the slant end, and it's across the 30-yard line. Barry Schmidt and Doug Plank. It's a first and 10 for the Green Bay Packers at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's his fourth reception of the day. Every time they go to him, he catches a football. And what a dangerous receiver he is after he catches it. 43 yards, 4 receptions.
Lofton to the left side. Red Nixon to the right side. Adkins Caring. Got a couple. Mike Hartenstein upset him. It was just 10 years ago this weekend that the Packers were mourning the death of Vince Lombardi, who had passed away 3 days earlier. Vince Lombardi passed away September 3rd, 1970, 10 years ago. Gain of a yard on the last play. It's going to be second down and 9.
Second and 9.
Lofton is double with Andrew Thompson to the right side for the Green Bay Packers. Eddie Lee Ivory runs a broken field and loses a yard. Muckensturm and Hicks made the stop.
Well, he did a good job there just to keep from losing more yards. He had to start avoiding people just as soon as he made contact with the football.
Third down play coming up here.
Tell me something, Lindsay. How many overtime games did you do last year?
Well, 3 of my first 4 were overtimes, as a matter of fact. I became a great authority on the procedure for overtime games.
I'm glad.
5 receivers left and right. Lynn Dickey. Penalty markers thrown. Ball is caught by Kaufman. Paul Kaufman gets to the 47-yard line, but they're markers. Gary Fensick brought him down.
We're going to have some kind of pass interference call here, and it was on Kaufman, the man covering him. There was some contact downfield.
Against the Chicago Bears. I think Penny's microphone has been repaired, so hopefully we'll get a report as soon as he steps it off. Here it is.
Holding, 59 in defense, declined, play completed, first down.
Gary Campbell.
As Campbell had made some contact past that 5-yard bumper zone where you have to have hands off those receivers.
First and 10 for the Packers. They have the ball at their own 47. Eddie Lee Ivory to the 49-yard line of the Chicago Bears. Jerry Muckenstern made the stop.
Cleveland, New England leading Cleveland now 20-3.
Second and 6 at the 49. Lynn Dickey, the quarterback still. He made his first open day start since 1977, and now a timeout for the official, Eddie Lee Ivory.
He's coming out of the huddle and goes down. He falls down coming back out of the huddle like something locked on him, or he has a cramp, or maybe his knee locked.
He's coming off of knee surgery. Keep that in mind. And quickly, the Green Bay trainer wants to inquire about that as he just went down. Tunney called a timeout. He can't.
His knee, leg locked on him somehow. They were breaking the huddle.
In any case, we have 6 minutes, 55 seconds left to play in the third quarter, and the score is tied at 6-6. Eddie Lee Ivory walked off under his own power, and he's getting a further examination there of the knee.
Or is it just below the knee?
Maybe just below, yeah, the calf perhaps. In any case, we'll get a report. It's 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line for the Green Bay Packers. Penalty marker thrown to the head linesman. Curdell Middleton carried.
I think Paul Kaufman got a little running start that time to get into his block. He left about 2 counts early. Zep walking around.
He is. He's moving.
There it is again.
Got it again.
You can see that's
motion, number 82, 5 yards, still 2nd down.
That's Kaufman.
You can see how he was walking here on the sidelines, Lindsey. That's exactly what happened coming out of the huddle. He was walking along, and then it just kind of gave way on him. The first game last year, 4th play, he goes down.
2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line. Kaufman moving over to wing right. Swung out to Atkins, incomplete. Forward pass behind the line. Atkins never saw it.
And just was a forward pass.
Just barely. Had it been lateral, it's up for grabs out there.
Yeah. It's always a wise thing to do defensively is to get on that ball and make that official make that call, because one official may have seen it being a backward pass.
He might miss it.
That's right. 17-10. Houston has scored 10 points. Earl Campson, an option pass to Billy Johnson for 57 yards. And a field goal by Fritsch.
Billy White shoes. 3rd and 11 here at the 46-yard line. Karen still the center. Shotgun. Dickey. Kaufman. Kaufman's got it, but I think he's short of the first down. I think it's about a yard short. Gary Fensick made the tackle. And it'll be 4th down coming up.
Oh, what a good throw this time from the shotgun from Lynn Dickey on a crossing pattern to Paul Kaufman. Under some pressure, very accurately thrown. You see 3 white shirts around him. And he sticks it in there.
Packer fans all say go, go. It's 4th and about a half yard. 6 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Ball is at the 44-yard line. And the Packers are going to go for it. 4th down and less than a yard to go. At the Bears 44, they're going to gamble. Middleton and Atkins in the backfield, and Dickey calls time. That's the 2nd timeout that they've taken. Dickey calls time. Bart Starr.
Boy, there are things that you don't like to do, to give up that timeout. When you can see Bart, he's concerned about it. Why give up a timeout into that situation?
Ivory's moving along the sideline now. Now, Green Bay has spent 2 of their allotted 3 times out. They only have 1 left. And in a game like this, that's to become very critical in the late stages of the ballgame.
Do they ever become precious?
5 minutes, 40 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. Lynn Dickey, 1977, went out with a broken leg. Broken on the last play of the game in Milwaukee by the Los Angeles Rams. Eddie Lee Iver's going to go in the locker room. He's heading for the tunnel.
He's still moving a little gingerly on that thing, isn't he?
Isn't he, though?
How many great running backs have come in this league and end up with bad legs somehow? You often wonder how great they could have been.
I was doing the ball game in Chicago the day that Gale Sayers went down, and I wanted to cry. One of the great backs in the history of football. We're set to go now. 4th down, less than a yard to go for the Packers. It's a 1st down, Middleton. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Tom Hicks made the stop. Verdell Middleton.
Boy, good blocking on this play. Really cut off the pursuit. You see the block there on Hicks. Good piece of running. This is going to be a big lift for the Packers here. Down, getting close to Chester Marco range.
Score tied 6-6. 1st and 10 for the Pack at the Bears 37. Well, busted play. Dickey still had it. Didn't want it where he had it. So he hit the deck. Just cost him a down. Picked up maybe a yard.
Boy, look at this giant score. The Cardinals have come back to take the lead in that. Otis Anderson ran 24 yards for a touchdown to give them the lead, 21-17.
Second down play coming at 9.5. Lofton wide right. Fred Nixon wide left. Lynn Dickey steps up, throws to Nixon. Incomplete. Penalty marker at the line of scrimmage by the umpire. Pat Harder's flag.
Another penalty.
Ineligible downfield for the Green Bay Packers. Jim Tunney.
They had kind of a screen developing out the right side where the offensive lineman had released and started, and the ball was not thrown on rhythm. Dickey went back through the pocket and made a pass downfield to Nixon. That was incomplete, but
Ineligible lineman number 57 downfield, 10 yards, still 2nd down.
They'll go for it. Goes back to the 47-yard line.
That's their 7th penalty, 45 yards.
2nd and 19. Andre Thompson to the left side, Lofton to the right side. Kaufman backs off to a wing right. In motion outside Kaufman. Shotgun Dickey. Kaufman to the 40-yard line. Gary Finsick. Yaley made the tackle.
I think it's a smart thing to do, going to the shotgun for Lynn Dickey. He's had trouble with his leg. It keeps you from wasting that time, going back, having to sit up, moving around, wasting the energy. He gets the football, he can get himself set to deliver it.
Chicago Bears going to the nickel now. 3rd and 13 for Green Bay at the Bears' 40-yard line. Dickey. Tried to pick it, but could not. Penalty markers thrown as Kaufman tucked in.
Another holding call. This one will probably be declined.
If declined, it sets up 4th down. Finsick trying to look at the sideline.
He wants some help before I make this call. Come on, it's 4th and about 13, Coach.
You're going to take it.
You're going to give me another chance, I guess.
54, 10 yards, still 3rd down.
Alan Ellis, cornerback, Chicago, has a slight groin pull, says the report from the sideline.
If you don't make that play on defense now, you can really be second guess, can't you?
Can't you, though? 3rd and 23 at the 50-yard line. Shotgun again. Dickey waits for the direct snap. Kaufman in motion outside left. Slips on the setup. That'll bring up 4th down. Alan Page was there. Alan Page, who was a practicing attorney, a graduate of the Minnesota Law School, a graduate of Notre Dame, where he got his bachelor's degree. Came to the Chicago Bears from Minnesota, and now it'll be 4th down, and Beverly's in to do the punting.
Well, you can see that went to the 4-man rush. He ran a little trick up front. Page coming around. Dickey had no time. Boy, that's getting to you very quickly with just 4 men rushing.
Beverly to punt, and Lenny Walterscheid is deep to receive it. Walterscheid at the 25 to the 30. Lunges to the 35-yard line.
Look at that giant score, 24-21, a 58-yard pass. Phil Simms to Johnny Perkins. New York back in front on that one. Houston has tied the game up 17 apiece now. Earl Campbell, he's thrown one for 1 touchdown. He ran this one in from 1 yard out. It's tied at 17 apiece.
And how do you like that? 2 minutes, 59 seconds left in the 3rd quarter here. We're on a 6-6 tie. 1st and 10 for the Bears. They have the ball at their own 35-yard line. Move tight end Mike Cobb to the left side. Williams and Payton to the setbacks. Payton has the ball. Mike Hunt made the stop.
They still run that sweep on 1st down, haven't they? There's Dickey on the sideline. Just said, "Quit all my block that last time." Minnesota leading Atlanta 21-6 in the 3rd quarter. Tommy Kramer has thrown 3 touchdown passes in that game.
2nd and 6. The ball is at the 39-yard line. Bears in possession in their own territory. Walter Payton. Steve Luke brought him down. Number 46. Green Bay is not Payton. Walter Payton plays.
It's not Payton place. Boy, it's been a long afternoon for him. 21 carries, only 42 yards. San Francisco leading New Orleans. Boy, they said San Francisco, they had an exceptional preseason. Both quarterbacks hot.
Steve DeBerg and Joe Montana. 3rd and 8 now. Loss of 2 on the last play. It's at the 37-yard line. Phipps. Batted back. Batted back. It was Mike Butler. Mike Butler got the big hand up. Number 77. That'll make it 4th down. Bob Parsons comes in to do the punting. Fred Nixon is dropped back to receive it for the Green Bay Packers.
Well, you watch this again. Good pass rush. No blitz this time. Not a lot of pressure. He was actually going to Walter Payton coming out of the backfield, singled up on a linebacker, but Butler did an excellent job in knocking it down.
Parsons, 9-year veteran from Penn State, will do the punting. Nixon is deep. Well, he got it out under a heavy rush, and Nixon takes it at the 29 to the 30, 35 to the 40, 45-yard line. That's going to make it 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Paul Tabor downfield to make the tackle.
the Packers had the idea they might go after this punt. Look, he just got that thing off.
It was a 34-yard punt. Parson has averaged 34.5 on 2 punts. One minute, 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Score tied 6-6. Packers with the ball at their own 45-yard line. Lofton wide to the left side. Dickey says a word to Atkins. Atkins with the ball. Doug Plank on the tackle at the 48-yard line.
Boy, did he ever come close to breaking that one, too. You can see that offensive line. Bears somewhat concerned about getting a little running room for Mr. Payton.
Second down, 7 to go. Eddie Lee Ivory's getting a hand as he comes back out of the tunnel and onto the sideline. Eddie Lee Ivory running back for the Green Bay Packers. By the delay now to turn down Middleton. No corner to turn. Generally no gain. Doug Plank, Gary Fensick made the stop.
Good force that time, stringing out the blocking. No place for Middleton to run. As the third quarter is going to conclude very quickly.
Isn't it though? 10 seconds counting down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That is the end of the third quarter. With the score, Green Bay Packers 6, Chicago Bears 6. We now pause for a word from your local station. Night. In the center of that picture is Ricky Watts. And Walter Payton, of course, behind him. Green Bay Packers have the ball 3rd and 7 at the 49. Dan Jiggets, the 62 there. I'm Lindsey Nelson with Sonny Jurgensen. 1 quarter to play at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin in a 6-6 tie. Ben Dickey has quarterbacked the Packers throughout the day. And 10 Green Bay Packers at the Chicago 35. Andre Thompson on the reverse.
Good call, passing situation going out, running the sweep, and they come right back. Good exchange deep in the backfield, Andre Thompson. And Len Dickey threw a block on Mike Hartenstein. Can you believe that?
Is that in the quarterback's union?
That is out of the union, I'm telling you that. Boy, and a good play by Gary Fensick to bring him down.
1st and 10, Packers at the Bears 35. Ben Dickey hits the deck, wanted to go deep. He wanted to go deep. Alan Page was providing him with some company at the time. He hit the deck. Going to be spotted near the 44.
Boy, the Giants have scored another long pass, 158-yarder. The first one to Perkins. This is a 42-yard pass from Phil Simms to Ernest Gray. They lead 31-21. 4:55 left in the third quarter.
2nd and 19 at the 44. Page is right on the nose of that center. Atkins. This time Mike Hartenstein. Chicago Bear defense stiffening up. Back at the 48-yard line, loss of 4.
Boy, I think he's an underrated defensive end in this football league.
Hartenstein?
He is he hustles, good hustle, plays the run and the pass well.
Give you an idea how the tide of this game has gone. Time of possession in the third quarter. The Packers 9 minutes 34 seconds. The Bears 5 minutes 26 seconds. 3rd and 23 at the 48.
Back to the shotgun again.
Yep. Dickey waiting for the direct snap. He gets it. Kaufman incomplete. 4th and 23.
And again,
pressure from Mike Hartenstein and Dan Hampton. Both of them back there. Good pressure that time. Threw the ball away.
Van Neal. Beverly's in to do the punting. Waldershot is back deep.
The Bears got everybody on the line of scrimmage.
Fair catch signal goes up. Waldershot at the 10-yard line. Maybe the 11 as they spot it. Waldershot with an early fair catch signal, so they will start 1st and 10, call it the 11-yard line. 12 minutes, 53 seconds left to play. I'm Lindsey Nelson with Sonny Jurgensen at Lambeau Field. New England is leading Cleveland 27-3 in the 4th quarter. Right here we're in the 6-6 tie. Beverly's punt was 38 yards. He's averaged 39.3 for 6 punts. Chicago Bears had the ball 1st and 10 outside their own 10. They've had only 2 first downs rushing and 8 passing and 1 on a penalty. The Chicago offense for the day. Mike Phipps, quarterback. Williams ahead of Payton in the I formation. Payton. Casey Merrill in to make the tackle.
Well, they've been running wide on 1st down a number of times a day. 1st down call has been Payton on a sweep. That time they elected to go straight ahead.
And he got 2.
And he gets 2, and a very hard 2 to come by.
2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line. Chris Haynes is on a wide right. Ryan Boschnagel on a wide left. Phipps. Screen left to Payton. Mike McCoy and Kid Lathrop made the stop as he got out to the 17.
Boy, did he do a lot of that on his own, didn't he?
All of it on his own.
Remarkable running back.
3rd and 4. Play is brought in here now by James Scott. Chris Haynes goes off. Scott comes to a wide right. Weissnagel to a wide left. 3rd down and 4 yards to go. Phipps. Complete to his tight end, Mike Cobb. 1st and 10 for the Chicago Bears at their 25. Mike Douglas made the stop, along with Ed O'Neill.
Boy, real good pass this time. Coming across the middle, getting his release from John Anderson. Just coming underneath the linebackers, finding the open spot, hooking up, making sure he picks up enough. Good reception, enough for the 1st down.
Robert Fisher is brought in the next play. Weissnagel left. James Scott right. Taken by Scott. 31-yard line. Estes Hood is there. Picked up 6.
Boy, tough catch that time by Scott. He really had to concentrate because the ball was underthrown a little bit, and he realized Estes Hood was coming up to make the hit on him. Tampa Bay leading Cincinnati 10-5.
Second down play coming. Williams, he's got the 1st down.
Well, it makes a little difference when you're 2nd and 4 instead of 2nd and 10 and 11 all the time.
Now it's 1st and 10 at the 37.
Take a look from ground level. Good offensive surge by the Bear line. People Hunt coming around from the back, making the stop.
Weissnagel to the right side. James Scott to the left. Phipps complete pivot and throws. Complete to Scott. Out of bounds. He is out of bounds, an incompleted pass.
A perfectly thrown ball there, Lindsey. They had double coverage, and Phipps had to split the zone. Two people on the outside man. That's why he rifled the ball. You see both Gray and McCoy right around James Scott. He couldn't have thrown it any other place.
Scott and his head coach, Neil Armstrong. Second down and 10 yards to go. At the 37-yard line. Score tied 6-6. 9 minutes, 8 seconds left to play in the game. Phipps. Buschnagel. He's got it at the 49-yard line. Mike McCoy there. First and 10.
Boy, another good throw. A wide side of the field, sideline pattern. The ball has to travel a long way. Do it perfectly.
St. Louis 28, the Giants 31 in the third quarter.
Jim Hart to Doug Marsh. Got the Cardinals on the board again. 31-28.
Scott to the left side. Williams ahead of Payton in the I formation. Buschnagel right. Payton off by Mike Douglas. Mike Douglas was there.
We're going bear hunting, and you can believe that defense has done that.
Loss of about 3 makes the second. Chicago plays New Orleans at Soldier Field in Chicago next week. Cobb has gone out of the ball game, and Robin Earl is coming to tight end now for the Bears. They send James Scott to the right side. Phipps. Incomplete to Walter Payton. Mike Douglas covering. 3rd and 13 at the 45.
Again, good defense. They doubled both outside receivers. He could not go to either one. Good defense by the Packers. No one to throw to. You watch him going back. You see from ground level. He wants to throw long. He reloads and throws it a little high for Walter Payton.
Third down play coming. 3rd and long. Green Bay in the nickel. Phipps. Intended for Scott, was bounded off and was intercepted by Johnny Gray. Bounded off the helmet of a Packer, and Gray got the ball, and the Packers are in possession. First and 10 at midfield.
The 3rd interception. Take a look. He goes back. Watch the ball. It deflects right here off the linebacker's shoulder, and Gray comes up with the Packers' 3rd interception.
When you can borrow money for the things you need, when you need.
Watch this ball deflect off of number 38, Estes Hood, using all of his soccer skills to a header as he heads the ball up, and Johnny Gray comes across. And another turnover, another interception for Green Bay.
Takes hours of practice.
Well, it's hard to do that, especially with your back to the ball.
Score tied 6-6. 8 minutes, 4 seconds left to play in the game. Green Bay has the ball. Eddie Lee Avery's back in the game. Purdell Middleton is carrying. Purdell Middleton. About a half yard, but Eddie Lee Avery is back in there. Dan Hampton made the stop. Second down, about 9.5. Just inside the 50-yard line.
Ball at 49, 2nd and 10.
Dickey. There they were. He's on the 42-yard line. Jim Osborne, Alan Page.
Tommy Hicks. They came with the blitz. They came with the blitz. You see Hicks coming right up the middle. That frees him up. Alan Page coming from the outside. No place to go but down.
Spotted at the 43.
Well, they outlawed the touchdown in this series. Last year, 6-3, 6-6 here, all field goals.
Third down, 17 yards to go. Shotgun, Dickey with the ball. Cardell Middleton. Well, it took him a while, but he caught it.
Ooh, a hot potato.
Clifford Gaines made the stop. It's going to be 4th and 10. The punting unit comes on.
Yes, they didn't. Not a lot of rush that particular time, but look at that thing. Ooh, give it here, give it here. Winford Gaines comes up and makes the play short of the first down. The Pack will have to kick it away.
David Beverly will do the punting. Waldersheim watches at the 11. He's got it. 15, 20, 25. Penalty marker. Penalty marker thrown on the run back as he went out of bounds near the 30. Bruce Bickley got him out.
Ooh, we're going to have another little illegal use of something.
Illegal use of hands. Beverly's punt was 38 yards. His average today is 39.2 for 7 punts. Jim Tunney marks it off.
Boy, instead of starting from your 35, you're back on your 8-yard line to start.
1st and 10 at the 8.
Illegal use of the hands, number 83. After this is the goal line. First down.
Chris Haynes, number 83. So we have 6 minutes, 32 seconds left to play in the game, and we're still in a 6-6 tie in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's been a comfortable day in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Cloudy and overcast, but a short-sleeve day in the stands. Penalties, the Packers have been penalized 8 times for 60 yards, and the Bears 4 times for 34 yards. 1st and 10. Bears have the ball at their own 8-yard line. 6.5 minutes to play. Mike Phipps still the quarterback. Walter Payton runs into a stack of people at the 10-yard line. Charles Johnson, gain of 2, makes it 2nd down, and 8 yards to go.
44 yards, 24 carries for Mr. Payton now. Difficult afternoon for him. A lot of green shirts every time he touches that football.
They're waiting for the play, and it's on the way. Brought in by Robin Earl. Mike Cobb has gone out. 2nd and 8. Chris Haynes in the wide right. Mike Phipps. Deflected at the line of scrimmage. It was Mike Butler. 2nd time today, Mike Butler has got a hand on the ball.
It's just as effective as sacking a quarterback if you can get up and knock that thing down. Look at him. He spins right there. What a good move he made. Actually spun to get a little more depth on his rush. Got up his left hand, knocked it down.
3rd and 8.
Well, when you look at what Walter Payton, a man that's averaged over 4.6 yards against the Packers, he's only averaging 1.8 today.
Big 3rd down play coming here. Phipps puts it up, but no one's there. Covering was Mark Lee, intended for James Scott. They'll have to punt it out. And the cheers are for the Green Bay defense. 5 minutes, 41 seconds left.
Boy, they deserve it, too. For an outstanding job they've done all day. They came with the blitz again. They had good coverage, forcing Phipps to throw the football away. If they field this punt correctly, they could come out of this thing with excellent field position.
Parsons is not a long kicker. More likely than not, he is an accurate. They've got Nixon around the 50-yard line. Nixon chasing over and lets it hit. It bounds back downfield. And it'll be put in play 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. So the Green Bay Packers start with very excellent field position. 1st and 10 at the 37. So the Green Bay Packers start with very excellent field position. 1st and 10 at the 37 of the Bears. Score tied 6-6. We're tied 6-6 here with 5:33 to play, and Pittsburgh has gone ahead of Houston 24-17 in the 4th quarter.
And every big game Pittsburgh plays, who scores a touchdown? Terry Bradshaw ran one in from 1 yard out to give him a lead again.
Parsons' last punt was 28 yards. He's averaged 32.3 for 3 punts. 1st and 10 at the 37 of Chicago in Green Bay possession. Cordell Middleton takes a big loss. A big loss. The Chicago defense would not let him turn a corner, and it is all the way back to the 47.
There he is, Walter Payton. You see what a tough afternoon he's had. 24 carries, 45 yards. Says we're going to just have to do the job.
Loss of 10 on the last play, missed it. 2nd and 20. For the Packers at the Bears 47. Lofton to a wide left. Red Nixon to a wide right. For Lynn Dickey. Deflected at the line of scrimmage incomplete. He was trying to go to Nixon. Alan Page got in there. 3rd and 20 at the 47. Green Bay plays Detroit at Milwaukee next week.
I don't think I can recall a game where I've seen so many balls batted by the defensive linemen. Both teams knocking the balls down.
They call it the black and blue division.
Let's see who gets a hand on this one. Has pretty good protection here. They're doing a good job here. Is it Page? Nope. Osborne got his hand up and get his hand on right next to him.
3rd and 20. Shotgun. Dickey waits for the direct snap. He's got it. Incomplete. Andre Thompson. Oh, 4th and 20.
Oh, how close, how close.
Four minutes, 41 seconds left to play in the game. Look again.
Watch how close. He had single coverage. Has to deliver the ball because Waldershot was coming in on the blitz. But watch this, right back inside of Terry Schmidt and almost made a reception.
David Beverly punting. Waldershot is deep. High snap, pull down. Waldershot lets it go. And it's fielded at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10. Chicago at the Chicago 15. Killed by Ed O'Neill.
I wonder why he didn't feel that ball. I thought he was going to catch it.
Oh, what a comeback here. Look at this score. San Francisco and New Orleans are tied now, 23 apiece. 37-yard field goal by Erxleben.
That's in New Orleans.
In New Orleans. Good games all around the league today.
Chicago Bears 1st and 10 at their own 15. Beverly's punt 32 yards. He's averaged 38.3 for 8 punts. Mike Fitz still the quarterback. Move Mike Cobb over. Tight end left. Split the running backs. Payton's in the right set. Payton's got the ball. Gets out across the 20-yard line. Johnny Gray and Mike Hunt brought him down.
Told you they were going to make that sweep go sooner or later on 1st down. How about this score? The Bills leading Miami 10-7. Joe Ferguson threw a 4-yard pass to Roosevelt Leaks. I can't recall when the last time Buffalo beat Miami.
And Don Shula with a new contract, too.
That's right.
Second down and 5 at the 20-yard line. Kit Lathrop's in the ball game. Ezra Johnson is out defensively for Green Bay. Kavinsky brought down by Johnny Gray, but it's a first down.
He made a first down, but he breaks it he breaks it behind the line of scrimmage. Walter Payton does a job right here. That's why he's a complete back, coming in, making a block on Douglas, freeing up Skavinsky, giving him an opportunity to go outside. Good block by Payton. That's what a lot of the great backs didn't do. On that play off, block.
You got it. First and 10 at the 27. Payton out to the 30-yard line. Picked up 3. Second and 7. Steve Luke. 2 minutes 50 seconds left to play in this ball game. Don't forget the 2-minute warning.
Would you say the clock is becoming somewhat of a factor?
A factor. We have not had a touchdown in this game. The score is 6-6, and it's 4 field goals. On opening day last year, it was 6-3, and it was 3 field goals.
Now we've had 4. We're looking for another one, huh?
Walter Payton.
Oh, what a great run he makes this time.
Ezra Johnson brought him down, but he picked up the first down.
They did not have the force this time from the outside because they were expecting the pass. Look how he carries the thing. That's what you were talking about. Cuts back in, and it's all vintage Walter Payton. Cutting and spinning, fighting for the first down.
2-minute warning.
Boy, look at that score, Lindsey. Giants now up 38-28. Phil Simms having some kind of day. Another down pass to Ernest Gray.
Right here, we're in a 6-6 tie. We have 2 minutes to play. The Chicago Bears have the ball first and 10, just in advance of their own 38-yard line. Mike Phipps coming into the huddle there, having been over with his head coach, Neil Armstrong. He has quarterbacked the Chicago Bears all day long.
Well, he has an impressive record as far as his starts. What is he, 9 out of 11 in his starts?
That's what he is. Ball to Payton to the 40-yard line. Ezra Johnson there, gain of 2 yards, makes it second down and 8. And one begins to think about overtime at this time of day. The procedure is, if it should go overtime at the conclusion of the quarter with the score still tied, the coin is flipped. Choices are exercised. There is an intermission of 3 minutes. And then the first team that scores by any means wins. They play a quarter.
I'm glad they have the intermission.
James Scott wide left. Brian Boschnagel wide right. Out to the 42-yard line. Skavinsky carrying. Mike Douglas made the stop. Gain of 2 by Skavinsky.
As the clock is ticking down, we're going inside of a minute.
That's what we're doing. You see the time in set remaining. The score is tied. 6-6.
If I recall correctly, Green Bay only has 1 timeout remaining.
You got it. 3rd and 7. Walter Payton. Nothing. Maybe a yard. Johnson and Douglas. Fourth down coming up. 21 seconds.
And the
timeout.
The Pack is using it last timeout, Lindsey.
They are. That's their last one. Ball is spotted short of the 42-yard line. It'll be 4th and 7. Bart Starr, Zeke Bredkowski.
You would have to think they're going for a punt block. go for the punt block. It's the only chance you have to win it in regulation, because by the time they kick it and you get it, if you run it back at all, you can't stop the clock except on the change of possession.
21 seconds remain to be played in regulation time.
The Bears on a 4 out of 16 third down conversions. Green Bay 3 out of 13. It's not a lot to write home about offensively, is it?
It is not. Fred Nixon has gone back in a single safety now for Green Bay. Bob Parsons is dropping back into punt formation.
They have like 10 men on the line of scrimmage and only one man back.
Rushing 10. There they go. Parsons gets it off. Nixon at the 25. Heads for the sideline and then back upfield. And he gets to the 36-yard line. 10 seconds on the clock.
There goes my flight.
You just blew it, Sonny.
We might get home on Tuesday.
First and 10 for the Packers. They have the ball at their own 36. 10 seconds on that clock. Score tied 6-6. Lynn Dickey, quarterback Green Bay all day. Parsons punt, 33 yards. He's averaged 32.5 for 4 punts.
Well, long pass interference is what you need right here if you're for the Green Bay Packers. Our completion.
Dickey going long to Lofton, and it's incomplete. 3 seconds on the clock. 3 seconds. Ellison Fensick covering Lofton. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line. Clock starts again on the snap, so this is likely the last play of regulation time coming up with a score tied 6-6. Lofton to the left side. Andre Thompson to the right side. Now they're going to try to run it. Eddie Lee Ivory, and he goes out of bounds, and time has run out. This game will go into overtime. He carried it to the 48-yard line of the Chicago Bears. But the gun sounded, and this game will go into overtime. We'll have the flip of the coin first. And then we will have a 3-minute intermission before the start of overtime. Sudden death. First team that scores by any means will win the ball game. Jim Tunney calling for the captains to come out and flip the coin. They're coming out. That is Johnny Graves, along with Steve Luke going out. Tunney wants the captains right now. The toss of the coin is supposed to take place immediately.
Crowd has come to life.
Haven't they, though? Here comes Osborne, here comes Parsons, and here comes Beischnagel for the Chicago Bears.
We'll repeat the ceremony at the beginning of the ball game. Visiting team will call a toss. Who calls it? In the air, please. Heads. It is heads. Chicago has won the toss and will receive. Green Bay will kick off. Kick, sorry, where you are? Okay. Chicago won the toss and will defend the south goal.
That means that the Chicago Bears get the ball first, and when you're in sudden death, what you want is the football. Well, it's opening day of the NFL season, Sonny. Here we are in Green Bay, Wisconsin, in an overtime.
Boy, and you have to be impressed with what Bart Starr has done with this team, with the problems, the distractions, the resignations, and everything.
He has kept this team. He said they were going to be ready to play a good football game, and he has to be proud of his men.
Well, you're exactly right. He had a terrible week. It was a week of distractions of all kinds. And when he was saying this morning to you before the ball game that he thought that they'd be able to pull it together and get it all going, I wasn't sure I believed him, because I just thought it was a Herculean job to try to do that. But I must say the Green Bay Packers have played a disciplined football game and an inspired football game, and the defense has been outstanding.
To be very honest, I did not believe him. See how he could get everyone concentrating. Back because of the miserable preseason they had. They only scored 17 points the entire preseason. That they come in here today, they haven't had a big offense. But the thing that beat them during exhibition season was they beat themselves. They made the mistakes. He said they had to forget about that, go to work, play good football. He did have the talent here to compete for this division, and he has shown that today.
6-6 time. We go into sudden death. Sudden victory, it's sometimes called. Atlanta 23, Minnesota 21 in the fourth quarter. Opening day in the NFL.
The bartender Mazzetti hit a 23-yard field goal.
Testamarco tees it up at the 35-yard line. Williams has gone center deep. Dave Williams for the Chicago Bears.
Boy, that New York Giant game is something now. Jim Hart's just thrown another touchdown. That's 38-35.
Dave Williams at the 1-yard line. He's out to the 5. Williams to the 10 to the 15 to the 20. Penalty marker going on the run back. It was Burl Tola's flag, the head linesman. Mike Jolly made the tackle. Ball is spotted at the 19. Burl Tola reports it now to Jim Tunny.
And boy, you better believe penalties become so critical now, because field position
holding against the Bears.
Right. Is the thing, and this is what's going to happen. It's going to back up the Bears, put them in the hole. It's going to motivate that Green Bay defense. If they can stop them, they realize the offense is going to get the ball in good field goal position, or almost field goal position. So that's what they're working for in this overtime.
Neil Armstrong, head coach of the Chicago Bears. Here's Tunney.
Holding during the run back. 10 yards. First down.
It is 1st and 10 since it occurred on the run back at the 11-yard line.
There you have it. Buffalo wins it 17-7 for the first time in many moons.
Walter Payton the lone setback. Mike Phipps the quarterback. Walter Payton. Penalty marker thrown. Again, it was Burl Tola's penalty marker. 17-yard line is marked as the spot. Went out of bounds.
A penalty again.
Head linesman's flag. Holding against Chicago. That's Pat Harder spotting the ball for Tunney.
Now you can excuse a lineman for holding on a pass play because he gets some unusual use of the hands. He's allowed that. But to hold on a running play, I don't quite understand.
Holding 22 during the run. Half the distance to the goal line. Still first down.
Dave Williams.
Dave Williams. Let's see if we can pick it up. I don't see Mr. Williams. But we do get a hole. We had another hole right there.
First and 15 at the 5. Payton. Walter Payton. To about the 8-yard line. Estes Hood was first there.
And a host of green shirts.
Weren't they, though? It's spotted at the 9-yard line.
Big series for the Green Bay defense, also for the Green Bay team. And if the Bears want to get that thing away from their own goal line, they may have to put it up, and I'm sure they would like not to right here. They want to take that chance of getting another tip ball.
Second and 12 at the 9. Dave Williams and Walter Payton are the setbacks. Williams, Mike Douglas there for Green Bay. Mike Douglas from San Diego State. Stopped him before he got to the 10-yard line. Might have gained a half yard.
Boy, Douglas just defeats Walter Payton's block that time. Knife right through him, back into the backfield, and makes the play on Williams.
Third and 12 at the 9. It's short of the 10-yard line. Chris Haynes coming in with the next play, and James Scott's going out. Big third down play here, and they're going to ask for a timeout. Each team is allotted 2 times out in the overtime. So Chicago spends its first one. And Phipps is walking, jogging now over to the sideline for a conference with the brain trust of the Chicago Bears. Fellow with a headset on is Neil Armstrong, the head coach.
Well, I don't blame him for going for a timeout there. You know, he wants to find the right play, get everybody on the same page here. I don't want to make his 3rd and 12 call.
The NFL on CBS next week. Doubleheader early games. Atlanta at New England. Philadelphia at Minnesota. Detroit at Green Bay. New Orleans at Chicago. Late games. Dallas at Denver. St. Louis at San Francisco. Washington at the New York Giants.
And you better believe Washington doesn't like going into the Meadowlands. After a Monday night game, they've never won at the Meadowlands.
And third down conversions today. The Bears are 5 of 18. The Pack 3 of 13. Bart Starr you saw with the headset on. Now back to Neil Armstrong.
We have another final in, Lindsay. New England beat Cleveland 34-17.
When players resume, we have 13 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in the sudden death period. Tunney marks the ball ready for play. Third down coming.
Well, the success that they've had besides the blitz is doubling the 2 outside receivers. You can see on lineup that that's what they're going to do this time. They're going to double both outside receivers.
Phipps. Complete to Payton. Walter Payton went out of bounds. I think he just got the first down. I think he just got it by about a half yard. Estes Hood knocked him out. That's Hood getting up. I think Payton got the first down by maybe a half yard.
They did a very smart thing because of the double coverage. They got exactly what they expected to get. Double coverage on both receivers. Tied up 4 men. They put Hood on Walter Payton coming out of the backfield. And you can see it right here. He gets single coverage. He comes off of it. It's on Mike Douglas. And he picks up enough for the first down. Big first down for the Bears.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line. Walter Payton. Pulled down at the 25-yard line. Penalty marker on the play. Mike Douglas there on the tackle. Along with Beakley, Johnny Gray.
Another
holding against the Chicago Bears.
Number 69 during the run at the line of scrimmage. 10 yards. Still first down.
Very sorry.
Well, they spread it around on that offensive line today. A lot of penalties, a lot of holding calls.
First and 20 at the 12. Sudden death. Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Score tied 6-6. 4 field goals. Weisnagel across. Phipps. Weisnagel. Ooh. He was topped by Mike McCoy. Mike McCoy.
I think he must have been in the Bears huddle on that one.
They haven't had that much togetherness all week, or maybe all preseason.
They haven't. The quick screen, and McCoy just beats the block of Ted Albrecht before he can even get out and try to get a shot at him. He beats the block across and makes the play. Another loss.
Puts the ball back at the 8-yard line. It was a loss of 4 on the play. Makes it 2nd and 24. Chris Haynes and Weisschnagel, wide right. Try draw play. And it gets not much. Williams carried on the draw. Butler and Ezra Johnson made the tackle.
L.A. gets off to a 6-0 start over Detroit. The 6th came on a 98-yard kickoff return by Drew Hill.
3rd down and 22 yards to go for the Bears. The ball at their own 10. Now, if they don't pick it up, they have to kick, and they'll have to kick from deep in their own territory. Matt Suey in with the next play. The rookie from Penn State, Matt Suey. Now, an early start. Penalty markers. Illegal procedure against the Bears. That'll cost them 5 more. Here's Tunney.
False start on the quarterback. Gets the play over. 3rd down.
Ball is back to the 5-yard line. 3rd down and 27 yards to go at the 5. Bears are shuttling players in and out. Score tied 6-6, sudden death. The first team that scores by any means. Touchdown, field goal, safety wins the ball game. Payton, Walter Payton, he keeps his balance. He gets it out to the 3. The ball game almost ended. They'll have to punt it from deep in their own end zone. Mike Butler almost had the safety. Mike Butler had him in his grasp. If Payton didn't have the great balance, the game would have ended right then on a safety. But Payton got it out. Near the 3-yard line. It is 4th down coming up. They'll have to punt.
Take a look at Butler. Oh, what a play he makes. And what great, tremendous drive that Payton has to just escape the end zone.
Parsons is deep to punt. As deep as he can get. They're rushing 10. The Green Bay Packers are rushing 10. Parsons gets it out to Johnny Gray. Johnny Gray is at the 50-yard line. He is at the 45. He's at the 40. He's at the 34-yard line. Penalty marker. Burl Toller through the flag. Head linesman's flag thrown by Toller. Reporting it to Jim Tunney, the referee. Clipping on the run back against the Green Bay Packers. Tunney marks it up. Packers will start 1st and 10. And they will start from the 50-yard line.
Personal foul. Clipping number 85 during the run back. 1st down, Green Bay.
48-yard punt.
Let's see if we can pick up the clip right here. Right there you see it. Struck him from behind. Very costly mistake. They had the ball very close to field goal range.
At the 50, it's 1st and 10. Lynn Dickey goes to Lofton. He's at the 25. Lofton is out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Alan Ellis made the tackle.
They pick up the blitz this time. Good blocking by Ivory. Every everybody giving Dickey time to throw the football. They get it to the best football player, James Lofton. He takes it down to the 18-yard line.
First down and 10 yards to go for the Packers. Sudden death. Lynn Dickey, the quarterback. Eddie Lee Avery gets to the 15. Tom Hicks. Gain of 3, makes it 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line. Andre Thompson brings in the next play.
You take a look, just a draw play. Good blocking by McCarron that time. Go forth blocking on Hicks. Good leg drive inside by Eddie Lee Ivory.
Time is no factor at the moment. 10.5 minutes left to play in the sudden death period. 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line. Eddie Lee Ivory slips out. Jim Osborne was there for the Bears. Back at the 18-yard line where it's going to be 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. Do you risk it, put it up right now? Do you risk the ball and put it up, or do you run another running play and let Markle have his try?
9 minutes, 54 seconds. Clock running in set, showing the time remaining in the sudden death overtime. 3rd down and 10 yards to go. Then the field goal shot for Chester Marco. They don't pick up the first down. Cordell Middleton does not. Gets inside the 18, and here comes Chester Marco. Hartenstein made the tackle. It's going to be about a 35-yarder when they get it set up. Beverly will hold, and it'll be a 35-yard attempt for Chester Marco.
It all comes down to this, huh?
The whole afternoon comes down to this.
Well, they're going to let him think about it a little bit, because I think they called another timeout.
They did. The Chicago Bears called a timeout to let Chester think it over and see if it'll pressure up a little bit.
We have some other finals then, some other scores. Boy, look at this final. Pittsburgh beat Houston 31-17. Bradshaw for another touchdown pass in that game after his touchdown run, a 50-yarder to John Stallworth. Atlanta, Minnesota. Minnesota came back 24-23, beating Atlanta. 27-yard field goal by Rick Vanmeyer with 28 seconds left in the game there.
And right here we are tied 6-6. We are in sudden death overtime. On 4th down, the Green Bay Packers will attempt a field goal, which, if good, will end the game.
And Tampa Bay beats Cincinnati 17-12. That's the final.
If the field goal is missed, it goes over to the Chicago Bears, and we continue. A 35-yard attempt by Chester Marco with David Beverly holding. It's blocked. Taken by Marco. Chester Marco. Chester Marco. Chester Marco takes it in.
Can you believe it?
Of Chester Marco. And the Green Bay Packers have won the football game.
I can't believe it.
What a touchdown run. A touchdown run of 25 yards for Chester Marco. Blocked back into the arms of Marco. He ran it in 25 yards for a touchdown, and the Packers win by a score of 12-6. It's unbelievable here. Unbelievable bedlam at Lambeau Field. The Packers have won the ballgame.
And what a return. Chester Marco and Bart Starr.
Marco appears to be in tears. I think he's in tears, Chester Marco.
He has to be in tears. What a return for him. but a great win for Bart Starr under all of these conditions. And what a dramatic finish it was. Watch this. The ball comes right back to him, and he shows me a little speed. He gets outside. Everybody was stunned, and he gets in easily.
It is a touchdown run.
Look at it again. You see how quickly he gets his ball back. Boom. Look at here, and off he goes to the races. Boy, you have to admire the job Bart Starr did under all of these conditions that he had, adverse conditions. You talk about pride in performance, pride in the team. The Green Bay Packers showed all of that today.
And Chester Marco scored all 12 points for the Green Bay Packers. The final score once again, Green Bay 12 and Chicago 6. This is Lindsey Nelson along with Sonny Jurgensen saying so long from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Now stay tuned for the U.S. Open Tennis Championship next from New York. The NFL on CBS has been a presentation of CBS Sports.
Be sure to watch a fascinating